everyone to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Utah State Aggies offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with field position.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass. Caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Utah State up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Reels it in down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going on. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket and knocking that ball down.
What will they dial up on It's second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Back open in the middle.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Gets the back moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. They've got the screen set up. Inside the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be... Now. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. He's forced Forced out of bounds, just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The give. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick handoff. Running to Green. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They want to get this defense on its heels.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Utah State offense has it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got him in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Tempo, they've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Defense looks like they're coming. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak.
David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And with the completion out to the side. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Motion from the back. Handoff to the single running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
It'll take some. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop. Line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to take it all the way back, and it's fun to watch him run, but there's laundry on the field, and I believe this one's coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will... the penalty. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have it. It's defenders everywhere. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Quick release by the QB. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was he took advantage of.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. Feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Touchdown, Aggie! Stealing a score. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field. And score the TD.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here we go. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's busted. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's...
Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah State's offense will take the field first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through. Fingers incomplete. That would have been a gain if he could have squeezed it. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost. Defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.